Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready. And we're underway.
There's Vitor Baia, Peter, exuding his unique brand of calm and confidence, as per usual.
Yeah, he's one of those keepers, isn't he? He has that. It's in! Off the post! And he's gone looking for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Dembele. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Neymar! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Del Piero. Van de Ven. That's an excellent interception. Quality ball. Van Balten producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Del Piero.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Dembele. And that could set him on his way. He's quick to get it clear again. Zubimendi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Aimed beyond the defence. Del Piero! He scored! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's nice. And it's Bernardo Silva. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, played right into his path. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Jisung. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Nepal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's great chance! He scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Del Piero takes a shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are comforting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's got tall. No mistake. And he is just ripping it up. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Takes the shots! That's gone loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Del Piero! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out towards the flank. And it's Sané. And Sané! That was superb goalkeeping.
Sané clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Botafogo with the corner. There first. They've played it short. That's very neat. Played in deep. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. And that is a little undercooked. Pedri. That's a good ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Sané. Has crossed into the middle. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's in on goal. A big chance. And he's really put himself on the line here. Is their second corner of the game. Up he goes. And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And the shots!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Looking for the run. Shot at goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Pass is just off target. Played out wide.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Botafogo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And And that pass just didn't quite work. He has slightly undercooked that one.
The 12 clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cute ball now. Can he finish? He has done it! And the comeback is complete! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Strokes it back. That has been cut short. Bernardo Silva. Now there's a fine ball. Threads one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Raul. Petri. And he welcomes it in. Owen driving forwards. Owen. Law with 2 goals already to his name. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming and it wasn't the best decision.
Nakata. Has a look and place it forward. That has not gone well. Gabriel. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. So bring it on, height expectation. The game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. on the way.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Bergomi. It's a good run down the right. And here's Forlan. He won't be happy with that one.
Law. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Zubimendi. That's a sharp pass. Xabi Alonso. Nicely intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Forlan. Oh, he's had it taken off him.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Gnabry. It's a searching pass, and smartly reclaimed. Xabi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is for Bellingham! Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Del Piero. Should changes him with that pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Gnabry. He's got away. Gnabry with the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Lovely pass, but can he get there? In towards the back stick. He's got Tory. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Some resolute defending there. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely shaped ball. Thinks about the shot. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that is as far as they're going to go. Half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That looks a good ball through. Oh, great save by Dida. Deftly away.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Batistuta, shot a goal! And he's straight offside. Pinches it off him. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And he was quick to react. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Can he get on the end of this?
Paul have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Tries to play it through. Just eases him off the ball.
Paul really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they? Takes a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Brazil really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. And we have our very first corner. Number 22. Bernardo Silva. Number 21. Serge Gnabry. Coming on the field. Number 18. Tries to get it clear. Number 9. Schneider. Zubimendi getting this one clear. Substitution. He's going to be disappointed with that. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking.
Brazil really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Off the post! Oh, that's a waste.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. This is Batistuta. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And that is expertly dealt with. Del Piero. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries from a long way out. Deep into stoppage time. Costa Curta clears. Xavi Alonso. Haaland. And that's that. So So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they... So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Raul. Gnabry aims beyond the defence. Well, no joy this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe hurtling down that right flank. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And here's Haaland. It's run loose here. Rijkaard. Gnabry. No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. And here's Neymar. Nice control. There's a sharp little ball here. Hernandez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and
He's tried one! Decent enough try.
well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Looking for options for movement. Del Piero gets into some space.
Nepal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. Ball is over the line. Subimendi. And it's Subimendi. And it's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. So much time and decent shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That was very necessary. And here's Canabry. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. Good from him.
Nicely aimed pass. Casemiro. Now it's Canabry. Quality ball. And here's Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left.
Takes a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Raul usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Law. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That pass isn't the best. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Zubimendi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. And the through ball. He's shifting through the gears here. He slings it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neymar. Bellingham. And this is Raul. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Del Piero.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Bernardo Silva. Number 21, Serge Gnabry. Coming on the field.
It's a good push in there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, smashing header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Nepal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. That has not gone well.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Law. And he shoots! They score! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Has been indicated.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. 2 minutes to be added on. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's own. Quick look inside. 2 minutes to be added on. And time is. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's own. Quick look inside. 2 minutes to be added on. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 400, Jim Beglin.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
And here's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. Spread neatly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Conte. And it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position.
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero. Zubimendi. Nice interception, well timed. And he was quick to get it clear again. Decent progress down the left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try...
Applies the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Messi. And Messi! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
vicious ball here. Oh, well played, well played. Deftly away. Has a shot! Off the post! And they've got rid. Bernardo Silva. And the shot! For such a big name on your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in the dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Now it's Kukçu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's Batistuta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Caceres cuts it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Dani Olmo. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Milan finding their passes.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
For a moment you felt, oh, what a Del Piero! There's the goal they've been looking for. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to suit. And that is doing no harm at all. Zubimendi picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Del Piero. Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi. Ball looks a good one. This is Batistuta. Can he finish? And that may well be that. That is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Absolutely. This is Batistuta. Can he finish? And that may well be that. That is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Absolutely. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's now on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
It's a lovely, neat pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the shots! They've scored! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Oh, he's taken it. Oh, good ball.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
That's a little off target. Threads one in. Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Messi. Del Piero tries to pass it through. Law was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now this could be a chance. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! And That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lowe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. That's an imaginative pass.
Paul really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Played out to the right. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. Gnabry is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? That's going to go a long way. Roberto Carlos plays the return pass. He can run onto that. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Nepal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee...
And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bernardo Silva played into space. That was good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to belt it away. Guardiola. Now it's Villa. And it's Del Piero. Looking to play it in. Roberto Carlos. The cross. Cross is blocked. And that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. That is chance. Oh, it's come loose. Can he stop it going out? Throw it.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Serge Gnabry. Coming on the field is number 18.
That's definitely not his best. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. David Villa. That looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Del Piero! Now that is posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 10, Dennis Law. Number 36, Zubimendi. Coming on the field, number 15, Hirotoshi Nakata.
So Jim, what are you thinking? Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's forced to go back. Wan-Bissaka. Nicely weighted ball. This is Owen. And Del Piero! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Now who's going to be first to this? The message is clear. None shall pass. Del Piero! In he goes again.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Messi goes steaming forward, and here's Rashford.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's going for goal! It's hit the uprights.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
What a throw in. Looking to go deep. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle.